So you click on this video because you're looking for the answer if text-to-speech actually allowed on YouTube. In this video, I'll be giving you my experience using text-to-speech and AI for creating my videos for the last 5 years. I'll tell you what text-to-speech brings, which I think most of you guys wouldn't want to know about it, and I'll give you backup solutions to what I have actually gone through. This video is an update to the previous video I made, is text-to-speech allowed on YouTube. Recently, there have been new updates to the AI policy, and I think it's important that every creator on the platform is aware of this. Now, the first question a lot of people ask me is text-to-speech allowed on YouTube? Yes, text-to-speech is actually allowed on YouTube and it's monetizable. I have made a video talking about how I got monetized using AI and text-to-speech to create my videos. But in this video, I'll be telling you a lot more about text-to-speech. So let me understand here. There are basic reasons why people want to use text-to-speech. The very first reason is because they can't talk, right? Let's say, for example, I am an African and I want to target an audience made for the United States. It's only obvious that my accent doesn't match theirs, right? So the only option I have right now is either hiring a voiceover or actually using a text-to-speech software. Now, the text-to-speech software is not only going to have the accent, but it will also be cheap compared to hiring a voiceover over and over. The second reason why people going for text-to-speech is because they don't want to get exhausted. We all know that using our voice is very difficult to create videos, and of course, when you use an automated software, it reduces you a whole lot of time and energy, right? That is one of the reasons why I actually use text-to-speech software. Now, but you have to understand, text-to-speech can lead you into a whole lot of trouble, and this is why this video was actually made. The first and the most important reason, so a lot of people tend to ask me, but why are the channels getting demonetized with everything I have said in previous videos? Now let's start with the first reason. The first reason is this: you guys are using bad quality text-to-speech softwares. I mean, there are a whole lot of bad robotic text-to-speech softwares out there in the market, and I think it's very important that you guys choose the best one, because YouTube is a platform that actually values quality. It values audience experience. So if you are actually using a bad text-to-speech software, or you're using text-to-speech software that doesn't sound right, the audience watches your video, it's very obvious that they're going to leave your video immediately after watching that video. So you don't want to be that creator that is going to use a bad text-to-speech software. It's not only going to affect your watch time, but as well, when the manual review is being done, your channel will not be accepted into the user panel program. At the end of this video, I'll be giving to you my best text-to-speech softwares. This will be a bonus for those who actually stick on to the last end. Now, the second reason why a lot of people's channels are actually demonetized in 2023 is the aspect of repetitive content. Now, you've probably heard of me talking about repetitive content. I'll give you a context because I made series of videos in details about it. Now, repetitive content means you're using something that is not yours, or you're using something that already been used before. Let me put it into context. For example, most of the people using text-to-speech normally are lazy people. So what they always do is they go to websites, copy the scripts on those websites, take those scripts, put it into a text-to-speech software, use it as their voiceovers, and then they upload the video onto YouTube. Now, you guys forget to know that YouTube is having the ability to actually read the transcripts of videos, right? Not only reading the transcript, but comparing it with what is found on their Google database. They can notice, oh, the script on this video matches a certain site, and of course, they'll be able to detect that you have copied this script from this site. The bad thing with all this is that YouTube doesn't actually tell you that, oh, you actually took a script from here, but they will just tell you repetitive content, and they'll tell you a whole lot of things about repetitive content. But basically, to avoid repetitive content, you have to create a unique script of your own. If you can create a unique script of your own, use a good text-to-speech software, I can guarantee you today, and I've said it on many YouTube channels, you will be accepted into the YouTube panel program. Now, the third thing a lot of people actually go through and why the channels are not accepted or probably demonetized is the aspect of reused content. Reused content means you're using something that already exists on the platform. That is very simple to understand. Why am I saying this? So a lot of people right now not only are using the same text-to-speech softwares, but they are also using the same scripts, because there has been a mechanism whereby people copy scripts from a website, rewrite the scripts, and rewrite the script using a certain AI tool. When they rewrite that script, they use a certain software to generate the speech, and of course they use that as their voiceovers. Now, imagine many people actually doing that using the same text-to-speech software. You see that it creates a lot of trouble, right? So it's not a cool practice not only to use a text-to-speech software, but to use something that is not originally yours. So it's all based on the script. If you have a unique script, you are safe. But YouTube at the same time is also looking at things like this. Using text-to-speech software is probably very easy to use. And if every creator on the platform is using the text-to-speech software that sounds the same, I mean, it doesn't actually make sense. It won't actually help the platform. So YouTube is avoiding this kind of scenarios in 2023. Now, the fourth thing I want to talk about is the aspect of misinformation. So many of the people actually using text-to-speech softwares don't actually want to show their faces, and YouTube tends to have this belief that they will be spreading a lot of lies. Look at what is happening in 2023 right now. The election is about to take place in the United States, and so many channels out there are actually starting faceless channels talking about this. And the only way to avoid this is by not accepting the channel after going through a review, or probably they demonetize your channel. So misinformation is a key to go. Misinformation is one of the worst things you could actually do to your YouTube channel, because your YouTube channel wouldn't just be demonetized, but I've been in the scenario where my YouTube channel was actually taken down and deleted for good. After trying to appeal for several months, I actually failed. So if you want to consider this, because text-to-speech can lead you to misinformation. And another thing I want to talk about is impersonification. Now, there is this aspect of voice cloning. You guys probably know about it. So I don't want to put in this as a text-to-speech software, but I want to put it in this video, because if you clone someone's voice, act like you are that person, spread out information that normally that person wouldn't do, not only is that misinformation, but that is impersonification, right? So YouTube doesn't like this. So voice cloning is something that I kind of discourage. If you want to voice clone your own voice. Don't use a popular media personality, because it's not only going to lead you into trouble or your channel, but you can also be sued for that. So I think with this, you have a broad idea of what text-to-speech can get you into and how to avoid these kind of issues. I'm going to take them over. The first thing you need is a quality voice. The second thing is repetitive content. The third thing is reuse content. The fourth thing is impersonification. And the fifth thing is misinformation. With all that said, I'm thinking at this point in time, you'll be asking me, Awesome Lalpdy, what are your best text-to-speech softwares in 2023? Now, I've made a whole video talking about my best text-to-speech software in 2023 called Elevenlabs. But at the end of this video, you can feel free to check it out, because I detail out everything you need to know about Elevenlabs. But I'm going to give you 4 AI text-to-speech softwares that are extremely real. And trust me, you will be good to go and you have no problem with quality. The first one, as I said, is Elevenlabs. The second is Elevenlabs. The third is PLAYHT. The fourth is Descript. And of course, these text-to-speech softwares have proven to work over many YouTube channels I've seen on the platform. You won't get problems from your audience complaining like they didn't sound things right, they didn't actually pronounce this right. You'll be sure of a good, clean voiceover. Now, the link on the description section will contain all these text-to-speech softwares I've spoken about. Feel free to actually check it out. But I should say my best text-to-speech is Elevenlabs. So you've gotten my answer at the end of the day. Text-to-speech is actually monetizable, but you want to do things in the right way. Thanks for watching. But if you want to know more about the best text-to-speech softwares in 2023, which I've detailedly explained and I've shown based on pricing, based on how it works, you can click on the video here to learn more about it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.